Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Caspa and I'm back with another video. If you're paying attention and you watch my last video, you'll notice I'm wearing the same stuff. That's because I'm recording on the same day. Basically, the last video was obviously an update video, and this video, recording straight away, you would probably think I've not got a lot to actually show. But reason being is I had actually done something else that I didn't show in the update video, but I thought that it deserved a whole video in and of itself. So basically what I'm going to show you is one of the missions that will come later on, or not even later on, you know, in like someone's playthrough that I've been watching. It's only episode 4 and there's like over 12 episodes, I think, so we've got a long way to go. But with this episode, you basically meet James Kidd at this island, which is basically the assassins' like hideout, I guess, like headquarters or something along those lines. Basically, it's a big ass temple in a jungle. So you meet them, and it's going to be another stealthy mission. I know that these can be kind of boring in actual Assassin's Creed, but I think in these sort of in the Minecraft thing, it's just a good change of pace to solving puzzles and just attacking mobs willy-nilly, you know, just straight up just spam clicking, you know. It's sort of it makes it feel like an actual Assassin's Creed. So let's turn this camera around. Basically, this is the start. You'll pull up here onto your boat. Nassau is just over there if you actually cared. So that's where we basically are. That's gonna be, and then there was the end of the last video, which is that way. So coming this way, you've got this little area. What you've sort of done, you've parked, or you know, anchored up just a little bit away so you can't be spotted by the assassins, and you've got to make your way through. So you're going to come along here. You'll go and climb this. Obviously, you know, you can just swim, you can do it however you want. It's pretty open, but this is the way that I would suggest personally. You know, get some food if you need it. It's all overgrown. You've got an assassin's thingy. You've got some shipwrecks. I really love the shipwrecks. I basically made this ages ago, and I've just been reusing the model because I think it works quite well. But yeah, the way that you're going to get across, you could sneak your way through on the floor, you know, because there's only going to be 7 or 8 blocks to like be able to see, unless I spammed them around, which I'm not. You could make your way all the way over here, but you will not get past this bit at all because I'm going to have a load of assassins. The only way you can get past is if you're up here. Now, the only way to get up here is to obviously go through these trees, and that means starting all the way back over here. Now, I have sort of learned my lesson from one of my playtests where in Nassau, where someone basically, they couldn't get through the parkour without like failing here and there, and they didn't have any checkpoints. So there will be checkpoints at certain parts where you can obviously, like, you know, as long as you complete 3 or 4 trees, you then have a checkpoint, just to help, you know, worse players who aren't as good at parkour, just to, like, you know, not have them frustrated and just quit out before anything happens. You know, like, even though Assassin's Creed is parkour, you know, we don't want to just punish worse players. Isn't, you know, I know there's a certain skill gap to it, but you know that you've got to be kind to some regard. So here, I'm not sure what's happened. That needs something for the player to actually climb. But yeah, if we, well, actually I might be able to change it here. So if we jump across here, okay, he makes that pretty easy. How about if it was down here? Will he make this jump? They can make the jump. So basically I've just put this on the wrong height, so we'll go like that, take that, pop it there, boom. So that's basically what it is. You'll come across onto this up here, and then you'll just make that jump there, and then yeah, parkouring through here. That's basically that area. So, you know, keep coming forwards. You'll obviously get through this bit. You can actually come down onto the ground at this point, come around here, go up these stairs, and then you're in another area. You're going to have like an assassin here, so you're going to have to get into this bush. Basically, the bushes you don't necessarily have to hide in, but they are the guide that you want to sort of do. They're going to help you sort of get through the map as, you know, easy as possible. Now, you've got 2 routes here. I think you do have to take the left one, but you can take the right one, and then I think, yeah, you can parkour along here. So yeah, you can take either route, but what you've got to do is get up on these trees again and get over the guards that will be sat down here. If you can see, I've got some like villager statues. I think they're pretty cool. They're a bit destroyed and like ruined. You can see on the top of their head they've got some overgrown bits, stuff like that. I think they come out really nice. I really do like them. I think they add the sort of feel that I'm going for, you know, with like totems and stuff like that, with like Mayan or Aztec ruins basically. If I show you the other way, it's just this up here. You've got some stairs that you can parkour along here. You're not going to get up these stairs. You actually do have to parkour like this to get there. Use the bushes. You'll cut across here, you'll cut across here, and then you're going to have to, there'll be something here for you to get over to there or something like that. Or I think you can come down here and yeah, just climb up into the trees from here. So yeah, once you're through there, it's pretty easy. You just come obviously through this bit. These are like, once you sort of get to an area, you find a connector, and then you get to another area, and then you've got to get to the next connector again basically. So yeah, you're going to come along here. There'll be quite a few assassins, like just a few dotted around on the floor over here, so you don't really want to be in the swamp. I've sort of, you know, added cattails and made it a little bit overgrown, put mud on the bottom and stuff like that, just to, you know, make it look the part. I think it does pretty good. I just wish they actually had cattails, like I didn't have to use stained glass, because it's not dark enough. I'd love it to be a little bit darker, but you know, you improvise in Minecraft. So yeah, you're gonna come over here, pretty easy. Haven't got to really parkour. I mean, you can if you want. You can just climb up like this, but you've got the thingy there. So you'll come along here again. You've got these just sort of guides. Got the assassin's logo up there. You'll come along here, go all the way, and then yeah, you can come all the way along here, parkour through the trees. Then you'll come up here, and there'll be some enemies up here, so you'll come along, and I can't really sort of show you, but you will go around there. But yeah, this is the temple. I know it's not massive, but it's like a big pyramid sort of thing, Mayan or Aztec or something along those lines. But yeah, I've made it all overgrown. I don't want to show you too much, because you might have saw at the corner of your eye something was there. But what I'm going to show you is basically, you'll talk to James Kidd, who will be over here, which is a pirate, obviously. If you haven't watched Black Flag, go and do it. I might even do a run through of it, because, you know, I keep telling people to watch it, or watch someone, or play it, and you may as well watch me. I mean, you know, I'll reap the reward. So, this will then open. You will come in here. And this is basically what we've got. So I'm going to shut it up behind me, because this is the actual world, it's not a copy. So I don't know whether I've lit everything up perfectly. So that might be a bit of a pain in the arse. But if I haven't, I've got the night vision potion. So let's sort of go through here. You've just got these, which are just like, you know, to block your view so you can't fully see through it. You know, you'll come down here, just some like ruins. This is just inside the temple, basically. You'll be following James Kidd to a certain extent through here. And this is, again, 1-to-1 scale with the game. So, you know, you've got this in here. You've got these big statues. I sort of need to destroy them a little bit more. Nothing special in here. It's literally, at this point, it's just a follow sort of game. You know, it's just a little filler area. I didn't want to, like, spam too many puzzles or anything like that. So you come along here, and then you get to your first parkour area. Now, if you are, like, pretty, you know, you have a keen eye, you'll notice that this, like, beam of here carries on all the way over here. So what it's meant to be is it's like, it's meant to get up here and then turn, like, that way. But it's been destroyed and fallen into this, like, ravine cavern thing. So the assassins have made a rope bridge, but the rope bridge is broken, so they made this. So you'll go over here, if I can actually parkour, that would help, and then you'll jump across here using the rope bridge as something that you can catch. If you failed, you would have to, like, climb up here and then go again, basically. I think that's pretty cool. Like, you got some dirt here with the roots. I don't see a lot of people using the roots, but I really like them. It's just quite a nice, like, subtle block for the underside of something. And then you've got this parkour challenge. Now, it's really messy, but it's basically meant to be like some scaffolding. So you'll jump across like this, jump into here. You'll go through this cave, not very lit up, just because, you know, it's meant to be pretty dark and gloomy. You'll go up here, up onto here, climb up here, and then you want to be down on this lower part, jump across, you'll hit it. Now, when you get here, if you turn around, which not many people will do, but you can shoot that, it will add a ladder here, and you can get up, and you'll get something in the chest. I'm not going to show you what's in the chest, it's pretty OP, but I think you sort of deserve it in a temple, you know, at this point where you might not be checking things like that, and you know, it would be unfortunate if you didn't have any arrows, but yeah, hopefully you've been stocking up and checking your chest nearby. And then you'll make this parkour jump, and then the final one where you'll climb all the way up into this bit, and then you'll come in here. Now, you'll probably stand on a pressure plate around here. I'll probably have it like blocking off with barrier blocks so you can't go any closer, but what it is you'll get here, you'll have James Kidd who will be on this like bridge. Suddenly you'll hear like something. I'll make some sound effects of like some rocks crumbling or something like that. James Kidd will run across here, land on here, and then the draw, like this bridge or the rope bridge or whatever, will break. I don't know what sort of animation I'm going to make for it, whether it just all disappears or, you know, and then I'll just have to have it dangling sort of thing. I'll have to make my own sort of looking thing. I don't know how I'm going to do it. It's going to be tough, but I think it needs to sort of be done. You know, it would be nice to sort of have a little bit of animation. And you can notice the walls are a little bit weird, like, you know, I've used these coral blocks and stuff, the dried coral blocks, but it looks pretty similar to what it is in the game, so I just sort of stuck with it, you know what I mean? So you probably already noticed where you've got to go. Once that falls down, you have to go through this cave, which comes out up here, and then you'll parkour along these, which are just hanging from the ceiling, over to this, over here, and then you'll land over here, talk to James Kidd, then this door will open. I know the animation I'm going to do for it, where it will, like, the bottom one will go, then, or, you know, this bottom line will go up to this line, and then this line, and then this line, and slowly sort of look like it's going up, block by block sort of thing. I'll have some, like, noises and stuff like that to sort of go along with it. So if we break through here, replace them replace them back. So next you've got down here, which is like just pretty basic. I might add some spikes or something, or just sort of, you know, if you fail the parkour you have to just climb back up. So yeah, you'll go along here. Here I want to add, like, you've got some running water, but I want to add from these dragon mouths like a little particle effect with water just dripping down. I think that would look really cool because that's what it is in the game, but they're like gargoyles, but obviously I can't really make them like a small enough sort of thing, so I've just used the dragon heads. And the way to get through is that door won't open, so you have to like parkour on these dragon heads like this, and then over to this and climb over the door. And yeah, I think that would look pretty cool with the little particle effect. It would just like add that little bit of ambience sort of thing. And then I don't know if you can actually hear the in-game, I think I've turned it down completely, but with that water that was running under there, you get the water running sort of sound as well. You'll drop down into here, James Kidd will be in here, and then he'll disappear, and then you'll jump into this, which you'll have to swim through. So you swim in, like at this point you might be getting a little bit lower on breath, and then you keep coming, you're going to get up here. I don't know whether I'm going to have like James Kidd like in the water with you, sort of saying, you know, I don't know how I'm going to do it, whether if you get close enough to this part, it will then start talking to you. So you're like blah 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 talking, and then they'll disappear, and then you'll have to swim through this bit, which at first when you like go in you can't see a lot, but eventually it will start to open up. Then I've got these little barrels, which I'll have to teach people in like the tutorial or something, because you can't get right under there. But if you flick one of the sides, you can actually get your breath back in there. So yeah, you've got these because I'm going to be using them in other missions. But yeah, you can obviously then keep coming along. You've got a villager head that's on the side. You've got a villager head that's upside down. A villager head that's normal. You've got another barrel to help you breathe. Also, a little tip for you guys: if you have these sort of like things attached to chains, use a cracked anvil, because then it looks like the chain is like, you know, it's doing some wear and tear on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's got a place where it originates. It's not just attached to this anvil, basically. But yeah, the way you go is down here. And you get over to the other side. At this point, you're going to be probably dying if you don't use those, like, thingies. Now, I've turned around because this is, like, massive, right? So, it's pretty basic at the minute. I might, like, do some more. But this is how it is in the thing. It's just a massive cave, and then it's got like another pyramid in it. Yeah, like I've done the ceiling really basic, just put some stalagmites or stalactites or whatever they are, like bigger ones. I didn't want to like decorate it with like the normal ones that you get from the actual game now, because they're just so small, and I just didn't want it to look all cluttered. I want it to look pretty good. My favourite part might be this, because like with the waterfall coming down, like the player can climb it, and if they want to like check out up here, it's pretty basic. It's literally like I've not decorated anything, and I probably won't decorate anything. You know, if you're willing to come up here, you don't deserve to see anything nice. But yeah, I've made like the overgrown like vines sort of coming down just into the cave. I think it looks really cool. Obviously this, where we sort of said that area had like collapsed, this is where it would actually come out, but we couldn't obviously keep going through that area, so the bridge is broken. You've got these like rocks sort of thing, and yeah, there's some, I think there's food in there just in case you're low on food at this point. You'll just basically have to climb up here. I was going to do like a parkour challenge, but you know, the player could just like cheat by going up the side if they wanted, so we'll just make it pretty basic and simple. You'll come up here, you've got again a damaged villager. This guy's like head is completely gone and it's actually upside down here, so you know there's just a bit of wear and tear on the world. There, that's something else. Under there you've got this like broken sort of stairs, so you'll come along here up into this bit, which in the game you'll do a challenge here where there are different colors like along this circle. I couldn't really think of like how I could actually make it work to where it would be worthwhile. It wouldn't be too easy, but I didn't want to make it too hard, so I just thought, right, the next best step would be to, when you open that door, is to then there'd be the challenge from there. I've made this cool little dragon head. I saw like a photo on I think Pinterest or something like that, and then I just made it my own basically. I just added like different things to sort of shape it. I don't know, I just wanted a big gargoyle because that's what they sort of like I could see being a thing like in the actual game. But yeah, when you pull up, the reason why I put the creeper face on there is when you come to this bit, you'll speak to James and your character Edward will say, that doesn't look at all like him, like, you know, because at this point you're talking about seeing the sage, which is a person, and then obviously, you know, you'll be like, well, it doesn't look like him, because it doesn't, because you're looking for a villager, not a creeper. So if I break through here, this is a really weird level now, right guys, but I don't know, I had an idea in mind, and then I just started like going crazy with it and just doing like some weird stuff, but I think it could be pretty cool. It's gonna, I don't think reckon a lot of you would have seen much like it. So basically you'll just see, like, you know, just looking up and down, you've got all of these like rooms. Now each room is going to have like so this room here is like a dead end, right? So it will have a button that will teleport you to another dead end room, which, you know, if it was to, this one was to teleport you, say up here, you're up upper level now, so you can access these other ones. If this one was to then teleport you, say, into this, you can access this room, which, you know, right there, you can also, if it teleported you here, you can also get over this bit. You can obviously, once you're on the layer, you can get to any one of them. You can also go down layers, you know, like if I was up here, I could jump across to here. And yeah, you just got to, basically, your aim is to find what you've got to do. Now you'll see this pathway here. This is going to be turned to stone or whatever, but I needed it for the reference. What you're going to do, you come here, you'll use your eagle vision, which is just like a little thing that I've sort of like an animation using effects and stuff like that. You'll then see the pathway, right? So you will like have to memorize this pathway in case you come across somewhere that needs the pathway. Hint, there is somewhere that needs the pathway. Now you'll find like other things like these dead zones and stuff like that that you've got to like find, so you can obviously make your way down. You'll be taking full damage and stuff like that, but I don't know if you sort of saw in there, there's something through there. If you can see the little blue just to the side over there, I won't show you too much because I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, you've got to sort of see things. This one's a little bit different, so this one I would say would take you somewhere important. You know, when it teleports you to a dead end, it will take you to a floor which the dead end has something smart, or not smart, sorry, that has something that is like meaningful. Here you've got something, you look through here and it's like, oh okay, hang on, how the heck do I get to there? So, you know, you might then start like teleporting around and then you realise, oh hang on, what's through here? And then boom, you go down there. I may as well show you it because, you know, you guys might not play it yet, but so you'll come down here, you'll be looking around. So what I've got here, this is going to teleport you back up. This is going to be the punishment area, right? So here you're going to have a question. It'll be up here, it'll be like, you know, what is James's or what's kid's name, and then you have James, John, and Bert, or something like that. And you'll obviously pick James, and then you'll go, and then it will open up with some effect. You know, amazing effect from me. If you got it wrong, you'll get teleported to the punishment area, and there'll be enemies there. Nothing hard, I guess, but what the aim is to, like, you know, if you can, because the aim of the actual game, eventually I'll have a tally of, like, if people die or not in the game. You know, you want to go and get as least little deaths as possible. So if you can put people in harm's way, maybe they don't have a lot of food at this point, then, you know, that's sort of what you want. And yeah, you'll have questions all the way through, and the whole aim of this area is basically you've got to find that combination on the floor, and you've got to find 3 digits to put into this code door. You'll put the codes in, and then you'll get to see the sage. So there'll be a chest here which will have the thing. All of these doors will be open at this point, so then you can just go back, teleport through. Obviously I can just fly up right now. Then there's one last big area, so obviously that's going to be one area, or one sort of thing. What has happened here? Pop that up there like that. Cool. There we have a big gate, so I'll show you it with, like, here. So you got this gate, come along here, and there's just like a big tomb. So I just wanted this to be like a big, like, challenge area, I guess. Like, it's nothing like what the Assassin's Creed game has in, but I just thought it could be kind of cool. Like, you'll come over here, here's your digit, you know, for your code. It's going to be in there, and what you're going to do is when you activate that, you'll hear, like, something will go off, some effect, and then some mobs will spawn. There'll be a couple of wither skeletons, a load of, like, I won't put any, like, pillagers or anything in that, because they're, like, more guards and stuff in the game. I'll put skeletons and zombies and, like, other undead mobs in here for you to fight. And then while you're fighting them, there'll be challenges that'll be going on. I might make these mobs spawn on, like, a timer until you complete the challenges. So when it activates, there might be some like a button that you've got to find somewhere in here. Once you find the button, you've got to shoot the target blocks. Once you've shot the target blocks, you've got to I don't know, do something in a certain way, like parkour up something. I don't know, just something like, you know, things like that, just to sort of make it so you've got like a challenge room while there's mobs and stuff like that. So you can either take the battles, which they're going to keep spawning anyway, or you can just try and do these as quick as possible. And you're probably thinking, well, you can just run out. No, because these will shut and they won't open until the challenges are done. I thought that was just a pretty cool idea on my part. Like just the tomb and stuff like that. I do like this, like, tomb design. This one's sort of like half open, that one's fully open, and then I've got these like wither skulls. Basically, like, some people were in here at one point, they opened it, and then the wither skeleton, he come and withered them and they died. And then these guys who are further away sort of died at range to him, rather than, you know, getting burnt to a crisp and withered by him, basically. That was just like a pretty random thought, but I thought it could be pretty cool, you know, to mix up the pace rather than just finding numbers and teleporting through things. You can actually have a little bit of a fight, you know, like a bit of a, like, more Minecrafty, like, not PvP, or I forget the word, like EVP or something like that, like enemy or something like that. But yeah, if you fall down here, there'll be just a button to teleport you back up to, like, the top starting door. So sometimes it might be worth it, but there you will see I've put the torches down for where the code has got to be. You will then open this up and you'll go up the stairs and you'll see this. I've made it out of this weird brick, but that's sort of what it looks like in the game, is this sort of colour brick. And then he's got different colour eyes, even though it looks like he's got a massive wang eye. I just think, you know, may as well stay true to it. And it just shows, yeah, this is a sage. He's got the different colour eyes, basically. That's what I was sort of going for. And then once you've, like, done that, you'll basically speak to Kid and you'll get teleported out of here. So you don't actually have to escape this area as such. But if I go up here we go. This is the like the aftermath of it. It obviously, the temple stuff doesn't actually fit in that small temple, but if I made it so it did, we would have an insanely big build on our hands. It would probably reach sky limit pretty bloody quick. So yeah, obviously I just improvised. It's all sort of under the mountain, and I've just got to put the mountain over it. Next, I've basically got to, when you come out, you'll probably come out around here, and then at this point all the assassins have been captured by people, because you give away a map for these people, and you have to basically save all the people that you've endangered to a certain extent. So you'll come along here, and you'll have to like fight people all the way down to the shoreline, save your crew, save the assassins. The head assassin or the master assassin, he will then turn around and be like, right, you're pretty good at this, but you know, you still piss me off because you killed my brothers and sisters when you were a Templar, so you know, I don't want you here, bye. And yeah, he forgives you because he helped you, but he's still not happy with you, basically. And then you just carry on with the next part of the story. So that's all I've got to do, is I've got to then redstone this up and build this area. So I think the next few episodes will be me building this outside area. I'll probably do things off camera, like put the grass in over the top and decorate the top of the like jungly area on top of these like mountains. And then yeah, I'll build this area with you, because it's a little more exciting to a certain extent. It's not as many mountains from what I can tell. It's more like those white bricks over there, like the whatever it is it calcite or something along those lines, diorite. Yeah, it's more that sort of stuff. And then there's an assassin symbol. It looks really cool in the game, you know, so I'll put a photo on screen or something like that if I can find one. But yeah, it's pretty cool, because this whole area was like 1-to-1 scale as well, and I'm just proud of like how it come out. You know, just getting a jungle and then actually making parkour and making it possible, you know, to actually have a level in it. So yeah, this has been a pretty long video. I'll try and cut it down as much as I can so you guys aren't sat here bored, but I'm just pretty proud of how this area sort of come out. If you guys want to see like an episode of me doing some redstone or something like that, I can show you guys how I do it. At the minute, the commands are like really annoying, because if you do this, like go into here, it actually opens up this little like the screen where you've got to type. You can't just type it in properly anymore, and it's really annoying because it just doesn't, they're just not working as well. Like you have no sort of, you can't tab through for it to give you options, and there's just no help with it. Basically it's really slow and just boring, and I don't know why they changed it like that, and I think people are complaining about it. So I hope that they change it back. Maybe they've added something in the settings, but I haven't really dabbled through it. So hopefully by then, if you do want to see a redstone like stream or video, I'll be able to like do one without any like rubbish like that. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope if you want to see anything like in more detail, just let me know, and I can get like a video put up or a photo on my Instagram. So if you go check out in the description, or I'll put some stuff on screen with all my socials. But if you can go check those out and subscribe, or you know, follow me and stuff like that. You will also notice I've got 204 subscribers at the time of recording this video, which I'm so grateful for, because I said I'd do a giveaway at 200. I didn't want to start posting about the 200 giveaway, because knowing my luck, I'd do a 200 giveaway and then I'd go back to 199. So now that I've got a few over, I'll do the 200 giveaway. I'll do it on my Instagram. So if you want to be a part of it, go check out my Instagram, or I'll do a video as well where it will have in the comments, you know, whoever comments, you'll all sort of get entered in, and then I'll get it sent out to whichever, you know, lucky winner you guys are. It will just be a t-shirt with CTK on. So yeah, if you want to be a part of that, go check out my socials, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.